Hello everyone. I hope everyone is still excited about tarot, of course. So this is one that just came out that I was very excited that it was put out again. Even though it's not the full deck, it's still exciting because the artwork is absolutely stunning. And it's my favorite part of the deck. So this is the, I torture his name, Iassen Ghiuselev. He's a illustrator, and he did the Tarot of the III Millennium, which is out of print, and it was published by Llewellyn, I think. Oh, Lo Scarabeo, Llewellyn rebranding, and this is my copy. The interesting thing about this is the Magician is colorized on the front, and there is no colorized major arcana. He also did the Leonardo da Vinci Tarot, which I have here, which I talked about earlier this year. And then I have the art edition of the Lo Scarabeo's Tarocchi d'Arte, which I was looking for about 6 months. Finally I got it. And it's, you know, on special paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. It came out in '92, and it's just the cards, and the back actually has justice. Oh, we'll look at them. And then I also have the Tarocchi di Pinocchio, which this is the signed one, which I've shown before. This is number 33 of 300, and it's the Pinocchio Tarot, and it's done really well. He illustrated Pinocchio and also Alice in Wonderland, and there's another book he illustrated. But these are oversized cards, absolutely stunning, beautiful. So here, this is the Lo Scarabeo 22 major arcana deck, and they're calling it the Iassen Ghiuselev Tarot. Ghiuselev? So it's not Tarot of the III Millennium, even though it's the trumps of that deck. I wish they would reissue the deck, but they did this, so that doesn't sound like very promising. The box is in like a soft linen finish, so it's not glossy, which is very lovely. And like all the other majors that they put out, it's in a little coffin box, and the booklet is glossy covered, and it is in multiple languages, and it's usually, see, copyright 2021, printed in December. It's the Grand Trumps edition, previously released as Tarot of the III Millennium. Pietro Allego is the art director. And they have this beautiful star chart here. It talks about Bulgarian illustrator, Alice in Wonderland, Legend of King Arthur, and the King of the Golden River. He's done the covers for Vanity Fair, Italian Vogue, as well as Tarot of the III Millennium. And that's it. Then that's really all you get. The book is more formality than anything. It's not very helpful. But you do see the star map, the zodiac, or it's like in quadrants that are all repeated. Here's the deck, and here's now this is in a matte finish. Not linen, but just matte. You can hear it. Corners are rounded, and the cards are, let's see, they are 5.5 by 3. And let's go ahead and look at these amazing cards, which I will show you this deck, and then we'll compare them. So we have 0, and then we have the corresponding, which this one is usually it's Shin, but it's usually associated with Judgment. There's also no cover card, like like this is the deck. I guess the book is good enough. And here's the back, that 4-quadrant star chart. It's really pretty. I love the bluish color. In the in the original deck, these are actually bluish, almost like a blueprint. And here they're grayish and black. And there's the Magician from this one. So you see this is a blown up, these are blown up. And then we have, this one is, the folds in the fabric are just stunning, and the ripples in the muscle, really, really stunning. La Papesse, which actually looks African, which I think is very nice. Just a little key. The Empress, look at that. Look at the soft drawing behind her. The shield, the ripples in the fabric. The Emperor, kind of stark, but you see his muscled arm. Kind of a Celtic eagle there. Trident. This one's interesting because this is it's like the entrance of a cathedral. To me, it's like Notre Dame de Paris. Notre Dame de Paris. We're looking behind the Pope. This one again, the Lovers. You see, looks like he's been pierced there. You see the emergence of the arrowhead, and you see just him in a turban. This is the Chariot backwards. He's sitting backwards. The horses are going the other way. Very symmetrical with the hooves and everything. Very pharaoh. And there is the beautiful Justice, which is the one on the cover. I love how the fingers on the blade, balance of the scales. The folds in the fabric, gorgeous. The Hermit, this one's strange. It has this strange sort of bug coming off the staff. And here we see the sort of Father Time, as well as the lantern, the Seal of Solomon sort of reference, a barren tree. His ear is pierced, which is kind of different. He's bald, mostly. Long beard. Wheel of Fortune. King. Fallen. And the blind, almost caryatid type. And draping. Look at the draping. It's gorgeous. Strength. Here we have sort of a Babylonian or Assyrian type beard poking out, with the eye there, and this square-headed lioness. Hangman. Look at those eyes, and he is dressed modern with a bowler hat and the umbrella, unlike all the other figures. Sort of an Atlas figure holding sort of a globe, and his little cord goes off, right off the card. This death is pretty cool. We have the nod to sort of the Nordic, the Celtic, the berry and the beak of the raven. Beautiful, sumptuous, of course, fabric. The scythe. We only see a little bit of the skeleton poking out. We're seeing the back of a lot of these cards, which is refreshing and lovely, I think. There's Temperance. We have sort of a geisha. Look at those clogs, traditional clogs there. Here we have the Devil with the flesh pinned with a pierced the metal, bat wings, the tail is looped, the trident, man and woman there. Sort of a reference to the staff of the Pope, the Hierophant. The tower. To me, this is, I love the architecture here. It's all different. It reminds me of the Tower of Babel. It's like he's waving his arm and it's being built, almost. Love this one. This is where the back of the cards, if you look, it's the same chart, except we only see this quadrant. So you can see the stars there, the little round, and there they are, the round there. So it kind of stops there, and that's where they got it from for the back of the cards. Like the little ducks there pouring. This is the moon, this gorgeous Egyptian, the fan. I don't think that fan's very Egyptian, but I don't know. A little crab there at the feet. Two dogs, one facing, one looking backwards. The moon, I guess, is behind the face, the nude sort of fabric. The sun, where we see just the back of a naked man. Like the original, like an Apollo, original Adam. He looks to be, appears African with his hair. Judgment, here we have some sort of skinless, that horns blowing, cheeks are puffed. Look at the hand right there on the edge, grabbing the edge of the card. Usually each card has something that's going off the border. Here it's just a bit of fabric. Here we have this, it's a woman, but she's carrying a ball, and she has a hat of amazing looking buildings. There's a column, a pyramid, a pagoda, a mosque, all that stuff on top of the head. Look at the foot. And there, that's the major arcana. So let's compare one of them, just one. Two. Let's see. Okay, so here, now in the art cards, the title is at the bottom. Here there's no title, and the correspondences are moved up at the top. And everything else is the same, but you see the color. I think I prefer the blue better. It looks more, what's the word? It looks very architectural almost. And the quality is pretty much the same. These appear to be slightly lighter overall. If they were in, the shades are lightened up, and this one's more, definitely bolder. It's almost like a pen drawing, whereas this is more like a graphite drawing. Now let's pull one out from the original deck. And if you want to see the original deck, well, I have a video on it, as well as his other ones. Okay, so here's the original, smaller. It's in a gray background, which is completely different. There's also a border around the original border. The titles are at the bottom, correspondences are there. So you see there's the difference. So this is it's good, the new one. I prefer the art deck, to be honest, but yeah, this deck is absolutely wonderful. It's so strange and just really crazy weird. I think that's why I fell in love with it. So there you go. That is the deck. I'm going to put this back. This set is so hard to find, the art edition. As soon as I saw one available, I snatched that thing up. I just had to have it. And then this is the new one. So, actually, I think for this one, I'm going to leave the little plastic band around them. I don't know why. This one just wants me to. And I'm never impressed with these boxes. It's like a cheap fold-out that kind of chips and flakes. Put that there. Put the book on top. Slide that lid over. Let's look at the box again. Edges. And the picture goes all the way down. Really lovely, though. I'm surprised they only did the majors, but they do deserve their own little deck. Okay, so let's go back to reading of a poem. We'll go with Blake. Today's kind of a Blake day, I think. So much of his poetry doesn't have titles, to be honest. Some of it does. Let's do the laughing song. This one looks good. Laughing song. When the green woods laugh with the voice of joy, and the dimpling stream runs laughing by, when the air does laugh with our merry wit, and the green hill laughs with the noises of it. When the meadows laugh with lively green, and the grasshopper laughs in the merry scene, when Mary and Susan and Emily, with their sweet round mouths, sing ha, ha, he. When the painted birds laugh in the shade, where our table with cherries and nuts is spread, come live and be merry and join with me to sing the sweet chorus of ha, ha, he. Laughing, ha, ha, he, laughing. This poem actually kind of gets stuck when you try to read it. It gets stuck in your... It has sort of that rhyming scheme. Joy, and then wit, it, and then Emily, he, green and seen, shade, spread. It's not me, he. So anyway, let's put the little marker there. And this is, of course, the lovely series, the Every Man's Pocket Library. This one's just Blake. It's been out a while. It's still in print. Anyway, there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. So, kind of an odd majors only deck, but it is absolutely stunning. So definitely look at it. And I have this deck that just came into. I just returned from Seattle, Alaska. In Alaska, I bought this. It's Raku. It's signed. It's a little magnet of this beautiful raven. I also got some raven feathers from Alaska I brought back. They're everywhere. And I got the Gerard Baudet tarot. It took about a month to get. And I'll make a video about that, but look at oh my gosh. Beautiful, the hand coloring. It's lovely. Anyway, thank you so much for watching.